Greetings, Minecrafters, and welcome to another delightful discussion on all things, a Minecraft discussion on all things well-being. This is Dr. Kimberly Quinn, back again in my backyard, just thrilled to do another video, because remember that Minecraft, the main theme is about becoming the boss of your brain, which means practicing thought control, right? Thoughts come first, feeling comes second, and then actions or behavior third. So literally, our thoughts dictate our lives, is what we're saying. And today, that rolls into, another as a decision-making process too, because thoughts come first and feelings come second. We also need to realize that part of the whole living deliberately lifestyle and purpose is understanding that we all make decisions. We make decisions all day long, some active and some passive. So it kind of comes down to, am I going to, just step up and make the choice, or is it going to be taken from me, made for me by the universe? Because that's how it goes. So today we are talking about, don't answer your phone. I'm thinking like, oh, there goes King Lear. He's so handsome. Kind of looks like a moose coloring. Very handsome little guy. Anyway, so don't answer your phone. And I'm thinking like back in the day when we had the old, oh gosh, teenagers, there was no place to run as far as trying to talk on your phone. Now with the cell phones, it's so easy. But the old phone that was like strapped to the wall with the endless cord, and we'd all twirl it around our, hands and feet and lay on our backs and try to have some privacy, which of course there was none, especially if you had younger siblings, what a pain they were. But the whole thing with don't answer the phone was like during dinner time and things, and if you're in a conversation with a friend. And so that is something in our house we've always done in the old school way. And actually, well, I should tell you this. So unplugging the drug for dinner time, I don't know if I can think of much more important than that, for family cohesiveness. And in fact, there was an article not in the Times, the New York Times years ago, which I wish I kept. It's really long ago. I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, it's a total guess, but it listed the things like in order that are the top for having a happy, well-adjusted child. Now, I'm paraphrasing from memory from 15 years ago, so how we're defining happy, well-adjusted, I don't know, but wow, is it good. And number one at the top of the list for, raising a healthy, happy adult child was spending time and having dinner together, like uninterrupted. And so back in the day, with the old rotary phones, you could swivel it around and stick a pencil in it. Or if you left it as just off the hook, we used to call it, and so that if young adults are watching, they're like, what is she talking about? You could just like take it off the little hooky thing, but then it would make this horrible noise and drive everyone nuts. So if you spun the rotary thing around, I realized, yes, this is aging me, 56. You put the pencil in, then it would and whoever tried to call would get a busy signal. So that was great for having dinner or if you're having a conversation with somebody. And also there used to be call waiting. We still have a landline because we live way out here. I don't know if we still have it or not, but I remember that the comedian Loretta LaRoche used to call it call rude, which is going to lead us right into the cell phone thing even. Because when you would, so if, for those of you who are younger and listening don't even know what that is, you're on the phone having a talk with someone important to you. Well, if it were somebody important to you, and you hear like this beep in the background, and then you say, wait, hold on, I gotta see who that is. And then it would just push the hang up thing, but it wouldn't hang up. It would go to whoever's on the other line. And so Loretta LaRoche used to call that call rude instead of call waiting. Why? Because here's what the message is, right? You're the person on the other end. And you're like, okay, I'll hold on. The person who's having you hold on, basically this is what she's saying, or he's saying, or they're saying. They're saying, okay, just stay right there. I'm going to check and see if this person could be more important than you. And if they are, you might have to hang on a little longer, or I might even forget about you all the way, and then you'll just hang up. But the whole idea of I'm going to check and see if this is somebody more important than you is amazing. And now you have the caller IDs and stuff. Back then it was just a wild guess. And think of that. Yeah, sure, I'll hang on while you check and see if it's a freaking telemarketer or the president. What? I mean, really? It is rude. It's obnoxious. So now, and not only that, it rips us out of the moment. So now this is past the old school phones into cell phone era, right? Are just thieves of our life minutes. Thieves of our life minutes. Great for making videos, but thieves of our life minutes. And the irony here is I spend very little time on my phone, almost none. Basically, it's just to keep up with kids and who's coming home for dinner, and that's pretty much it. But think about it, don't answer the phone. If you are in a conversation with somebody and it's like a good conversation, just have that thing off and put away somewhere. And and the other thing, you see people at restaurants, I mean, I just feel for them. I just feel for them because I think all of you probably watching, or most of you watching, have seen this happen. That you could, and back when I was bartending up at J Peak, I saw constantly a mom and dad and their like preteen kids or younger, and there was one time, no joke, lightning strike me if I'm making this up, and they ordered steaks. It makes it worse. I don't know why it makes it worse. Maybe just the expense, bottle of wine. All four of them were on their phones. The kids are probably like 12 and 14, and they had a window seat. They had a window seat. Picture what I'm looking at now, outside the J Peak window ski resort with the mountain there. They scored a window seat, and they're on their phones looking down at the phone, not enjoying their mom and dad, their kids, the view, nothing. And they ordered steaks, which, like, I can make a steak like way cheaper at home if I'm going to ignore people. And sorry to sound judgmental, because actually I was judgmental. I'm not usually that judgmental, but I got to own that one because, and actually, one of my colleagues pulled me aside to say, hey, they call me Kimmy up there. Hey, Kimmy, look. Like, we just look through the door, and just in case you go out to dinner, if you ever think you're not being watched, guess again, because we're all watching everybody. And it's just how it goes. But anyway, like, look at that. We all just kind of like look through the crack. Like, wow, what are you doing? You're having this beautiful dinner at this beautiful spot in this beautiful ski resort, and like, why? And it's making a choice. And like my youngest son says, I said that I think in a couple of videos ago. We're making a choice. When we're choosing to be here with goats in the backyard, we're therefore choosing to not be somewhere else. So if I were to get up and just leave right now and go someplace else, I'd be sacrificing this gorgeous day with these gorgeous goats and all of you for whatever other choice I'm making, which might be fine if Oprah were to drive up, and I know you don't understand, and then I would share it on a video. But if it's to do something else that's just like, dumb, I don't need to like go make phone calls about getting the septic pumped or something right now. Why? Because it's too nice out and I'm with goats and all of you, right? So we're making choices all the time. There he is. He's just going to do that mating thing, and it's going to be on film. Anyway, so just don't answer the phone. Weigh it out. Because when we just sort of mindlessly, which is what it is, we talked about mindful giving versus mindless giving, right? One is life giving and one is life taking. And just turn that stuff off, and better yet, leave it in a drawer someplace. If you're with a partner or with somebody or whatever. Here you go, Caesar. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a little spray with a little water because he's just getting a little too excited. It's just odd. Yeah, of course now with cell phones, you not only can you turn them off, there's like a million, not a million, it's exaggerated. There are other buttons like airplane mode, this mode, that mode. But here's the thing also for seasoned grown-ups, which my husband and I also say to kids. Actually, well, my husband's on the phone because of work too, and we all have that, right? But it becomes like it's just this automatic habit, and a habit's just like another word for unconscious behavior. We got to turn that stuff around because it robs us of our life minutes. It just robs us of our life minutes. And we have to kind of make a conscious decision to not answer it, don't look at it. And if you've got, younger kids or even young adults, you want to role model that, or maybe you don't, but we definitely did because, especially teenagers are very quick to notice hypocrisy, to do as I say, not as I do stuff, and they're like, I got Mitch right about there. And our kids, there's one thing I hope they take with them. There's more than one thing, trust me, but if they really, really, really hang on to that, no technology at dinner, no eating in front of the TV, no, now when they're like older and they come back, so it's like different, but like raising them the whole way, we were at the kitchen table, no technology on, and we're all the better for it. How's your day? Human connection, eye contact, and I think that has largely been lost in so many ways. And anyway, so don't answer your phone, and any chance you get, turn it off. This is Kimberly Quinn signing off from Northern Vermont. Have a mindful, phoneless day.